It's Veda Day 12, and what do you do when you're bored? So today's prompt comes from Zen Veda, and we are talking about boredom. What do you do when you're bored? Where do you go? How do you deal with that? I want to preface this by saying that I am a bit of a screen addict. And a good portion of my boredom is triggered by being on the computer too much, having my phone in front of my face too much, and just being too consumed with what's going on the internet. A tall tale sign that I'm bored is that there are about 20 Facebook tabs open in my browser, and I'm looking at Facebook on my phone. And I'm sure you all know how this story goes. You've pretty much surfed to the end of the internet, or at least the end of the internet that you care about, and you've wound up on Facebook. And you now have 20 tabs of Facebook open, and you're refreshing them manually, because I don't know why, it feels good, I guess. You're refreshing it manually, and your friends are not making statuses fast enough to entertain you, and the next thing you know, you're grabbing your laptop and shaking it and saying, Facebook, give me my friends, give me my friends. Because you've been pretty much sitting there hitting it up like a crack pipe, because what you really want is to hang out with your friends. But now you have this Facebook thing where you now hang out with your friends. And then you just get good and angsty because this thing is not giving you what you want, yet the way that we communicate with each other is so fractured that, like, I don't even know where to text anyone anymore. Like, do I send them a Facebook message? Do I send them a text? Do I text them to ask them if I can call them? Like, what the fuck is going on here? And then from there, I usually take a step back. Because I've then realized that this thing that I keep habitually doing is not... It's just keeping me bored and making me angry. And why keep doing the same thing in perpetuity that's just going to piss you off? So, what I'm trying to do these days is, one, recognize when I'm first starting to get bored and not spend 3 hours in the Facebook loop. And then figure out things that I can do that don't involve me sitting in front of a screen. To a large extent right now, that's working on various little art projects. Coloring books is good. Working on dance routines. Doing something creative with myself. Beta kind of doesn't count because I'm still sitting in front of my computer, and the internet is kind of a big part of that. But it's a little more creative than just refreshing Facebook. I'm also trying to be a little bit better about going out, going to shows that my friends are doing, going to shows in general, being sociable. Because I feel like, personally, I fell out of doing that a year or two ago. Which wasn't necessarily a bad thing at the time, but I need to stop being a hermit. I need to get out there. And, so yeah, to sum it all up, pretty much when I'm bored, I get the hell off of Facebook. Love your faces, and see you tomorrow.